All right, Israel. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Israel.
My name is Deacon Ibar.
Brother Gabar, a.k.a. Elder Gabar.
And we're from the Gathering of the Elect Church.
Straight out of Los Angeles, California.
That's right. I'm going to open up in the Lord's Prayer. Can I have Israel face the east? AHAYAH, bahasham, YASHAYA. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
On earth as it is in heaven.
On earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
The power.
And the power.
The glory.
The glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. All right, Israel. We got a couple of questions that we're coming up with today on this beautiful Shabbat. The things that make you say, These are the type of questions that brothers and sisters out there asking. And that pretty much, it's like on the fence where they're going to decide where to go, so to say. Okay? Like I said, the title of this lesson, the things that make you go, wonder about that. So the first scripture we're going to start off with is, what is it?
We're going to Hebrews chapter 7.
What's the title?
Oh, the title is, the question is, was Christ born of immaculate conception?
Right. So that's a big thing out there in Israel and also in the churches. Well, the churches already believe he was immaculate conception. You got to understand where the immaculate conception doctrine comes from. It comes from the Babylonian, empire, the Persians and the Medes, the Greeks, all these pagan worshippers. And they brought it into the Catholics. That's what they say, the Virgin Mary. Like she never had sex or had kids after Christ. That's not true, according to the script. Now they want to put that title on our Savior. The world called Jesus the Christ. We're going to prove by scripture that Christ did not come from immaculate conception. Christ had a father and a mother, brothers and sisters. His father's name was Joseph. And we're going to prove that. We're going to stick to the Bible. And let the Bible and things make you go, And ask yourself 3-letter words. W-H-Y. Why? Why? And the word we're going to find the answers at is in the script. So let's start it off in Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 14.
Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14. For it is evident.
It is what?
For it is evident.
Evidence. Like you got evidence against a person. So these are facts. It's more than DNA. That is evidence. DNA today is evidence. So it is evidence. Go ahead.
That our Lord sprung out of Judah.
That he came out of Judah. Go ahead.
Of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
So Christ came from the tribe of Judah. Okay? Now, if he didn't have a father, how can he have a tribe? Let's get Matthew 1:1, brother.
All right. That's Matthew chapter 1. We're going to go to verse 1.
Go ahead.
The book of the generations of Jesus Christ.
Now, this is the book of the genealogy of Jesus the Christ. Go ahead.
The son of David.
The son of David. Now, wait a minute. How can he be a son of someone when he ain't got no father?
Right.
The son of David. Go ahead.
The son of Abraham.
And the son of Abraham. If Joseph is not his father, it wouldn't say the son of David or the son of Abraham. It would just be like the son of Mary. You know what I'm saying? It won't be the son of David. It'd be the son of Mary. No, it's the son of David. So how can he come from the tribe of Judah if he ain't got the generation, which is genealogy? What's the next scripture?
Matthew. We're staying in the book of Matthew. We're going to chapter 8.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. And Jesus said unto him, the foxes have holes.
The fox have holes. Go ahead.
And the birds of the air have nests.
And the birds have nests. Read.
But the Son of Man hath nowhere to lay his head.
The who?
The Son of Man hath nowhere to lay his head.
I'm a son of a man. You're a son of a man. You are a son of man. So Christ called himself the Son of Man. It didn't say he was the son of the Holy Spirit. He said he's the Son of Man. So what's this garbage they talking about Christ? Daddy wasn't Joseph. Like if Mary would have had sex with Joseph, Christ would have been defiled. This is what they say. Mm-hmm. Well, was not Mary a sinner? He got some of her DNA in him, right? So by your logic, Christ would have been defiled. If you go with the logic of the bloodline, we are born into sin. We're not born sinners. It's a difference. You was born into sin, meaning when you came out your mother's womb, you came into a sinful world. What is sin?
The transgression, break the transgression.
The transgression of the law. Mm-hmm. So little Jesus, YASHAYA, or whatever name you call him, what sin did he do? Mm-hmm. None. The little baby that you guys got, newborn babies, what sin did they do? You got a sinful nature, but the Spirit of Christ, the Spirit of the Most High can overcome that. Through what? The law. Mm-hmm. So you're not born a sinner. You're born into sin. And then once you start sinning, breaking the law, you become a sinner. That's the difference. So by your logic that Christ did not come by man because he would have been defiled.
Right.
Well, how about Mary? He got her bloodline. So she was a sinner, unless you're saying Mary wasn't a sinner like the Catholic Church. Because that's Catholic doctrine.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
That's that Babylonian.
The Babylonian.
Right.
Ceramicist and Talmud doctrine. Mm-hmm. That's not our Lord and Savior according to this Bible. Because if that's the case, you got to prove to me, how did Christ come from the tribe of Judah? The Bible says it is evidence that he came from the tribe of Judah. That Moses talked about no priesthood. It shouldn't say that. Because we're going to read scripture and show you that you get your tribal name by your father. Let's get it. Read where we're going next.
All right, Numbers. We're going to the book of Numbers.
Let's go to the book of Numbers real quick.
Chapter 1. We'll get verses 17 through 20.
Read it.
Numbers chapter 1, verse 17.
And
Moses and Aaron took these men, which are expressed by their name.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
Wait a minute. A pedigree is like your what? Genealogy?
Genealogy.
They declared their pedigree at the what?
The pedigrees after their families by the house of their father.
Oh, the house of the father. When you know what your father is. Like Isaac had 12 sons. One of his sons name was Judah. So all his kids became what? Jews. From the tribe of Judah.
Jacob. Yeah.
Jacob. Salaki. Jacob. God changed his name to Israel. All his children became Judah. They all became Jews. Issachar kids, one of his sons, they all became Issacharites. Benjamites. And so on and so forth. So Christ could not have been from the tribe of Judah according to your doctrine. The Immaculate Conception. That don't make no sense. Read that again.
All right.
The last part. They
declare their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
In other words, whatever their father was, that's their pedigree. Go ahead.
According to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, by their polls.
By their polls. Read.
Verse 19. As the Lord commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai.
So this was happening way back in the wilderness. Okay, that's Judah. How we know that's Judah? Because the daddy name was Judah. How we know that's Issachar? Because the daddy name was Issachar. Everybody was 20 years old. Y'all get over there. Y'all get over there. And as a whole, they're the nation of Israel. Do that make sense? So you got to prove to me that Christ, okay, how did he come from the tribe of Judah when he ain't got no father? Because the Bible said, according to the Bible, you took it after the pedigree of your family and of your father. You got to prove that. You got another word. You got to throw Hebrews 7:14 out the book. Tear it out the page in order for your doctrine to stick. It would not stick unless you tear that out the page. Then you might have someone to believe that. But according to thus said the Lord, it don't work. It don't fit. If it don't fit, you must do what?
Acquit.
You must acquit. Shut it down. In other words, shut it down.
Right. Because there's no spirit in the bloodline. This is physical.
It's all physical. So that's where Christ would have been tainted by Mary, like I said before. Right. So it's foolishness. But the point is, you got to prove that Christ did not come from, you got to prove that how did Christ come from the tribe of Judah if he didn't have a father? That's why you say you Judah, because you say your forefathers was from the tribe of Judah. That's why you say you Issachar, because your forefather's name was Issachar. The reason you say you Israel, because you come from the man Israel. It's that simple. Go to our next scripture.
All right, we're going to Hebrews chapter 2. We'll get some more precepts. That's 16. We're going to get verses 16 through 18.
Hebrews chapter 2, verse 16 through 18. Read it.
For verse 16, for verily he took not on him the nature of angels.
He did not take on him no nature of no angels. So all that, oh, Christ, you know, the Holy Spirit overshadowed Mary. So like he got Mary pregnant. That's a violation in the scripture itself. Yeah. Go ahead.
But he took on him the seed of Abraham.
The what?
He took on him the seed of Abraham.
He took on the seed, the sperma of Abraham, like we just read. This is the generation of Jesus Christ. The son of David, the son of Abraham. The pedigree comes from the father. David was a what? Judite. Abraham was not. Abraham was the father of us all. So it wasn't no tribe during Abraham's time. But David was a Judite. That's how Christ became a Judite. Right. And from the tribe of Judah. Read.
Verse 17. Wherefore, in all things.
No, in some things.
Verse 17. Wherefore, in all things.
All things. What part of all you do not recall? All is like, I got all the chips. I got all the money. All this is mine. Read.
It behooved him to be made like unto his brethren.
Man, how was his brother? I was made from a man and a woman. Right. How was you made?
Made man and woman.
How was you made? This was Christ said. It behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. Go ahead.
That he might be merciful.
Why? Because he can be merciful. He can understand what his brother. If he was made from immaculate conception, he won't understand what regular man is going through. Regular temptation. Read.
And faithful high priest.
He's a faithful high priest. In other words, his feet got wet just like our feet. Like he didn't like, oh no, I can't do that. I'm Christ. No, he did the same thing we did. Going through the same struggle that we went through. Go ahead.
And things pertaining to God. To make reconciliation for the sins of the people.
That's how he became a perfect sacrifice. He couldn't have been a perfect sacrifice if he wasn't like us. Made like unto his brothers in all things. From the tribe of Judah. From the pedigree of his fathers. It's that simple. The Bible explains itself. You ain't got to get on no tarot like, oh, he's defiled. No, people say that, okay, because they give an excuse not to do what Christ did. Christ said, walk even as he walked in the 1 John. Walk even as he walked. Why would Christ tell us to walk even as he walked with Christ? He's perfect. You weren't made like us. That's not what the Bible say. The Bible say he wanted to be made. Wherefore, in all things, it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. Just like we came into the world. But he had the spirit, a righteous spirit, which we all have when we come into this world. Until we defile it. Once we defile it, we become sinners. Christ never defiled the spirit that the Most High gave him. The Most High don't give no baby a negative spirit. Oh, I'm going to put this wicked. There's no wickedness in the Most High. When you're born, a righteous spirit go into you, into your mother's womb. And when you come out, you still got that righteous spirit. Now, once you defile that righteous spirit, then you become a sinner. Christ never did that. Never. That's why we make him perfect. But for me and you, we war against the flesh and the spirit war against the flesh and the spirit war against each other every day. And we fell short. But Christ didn't. That's why he can be a righteous priest to us. Show that you can do this without the immaculate conception. That's his Catholic doctrine. What's the next verse?
Verse 18. For in that he himself have suffered being tempted.
Wait a minute. He himself been tempted. How can he be tempted? The devil would have been like, nah, I ain't tempting him. He's not like the other man. Like he did in the book of Job. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your angels around you. You protect him. You got a shield around you. No. Christ was tempted. The devil tempted him. The devil would have been like, no, I can't do that. Because he's not like the normal man. He's born through immaculate conception. No, the devil tempt him. Read.
He is able to secure them that are tempted.
Therefore, he can secure us that is tempted. He'd be like, nah, I did this. You can do it. I showed you the way. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man come to the Father except by me. I showed you the example that you can do it. And we still can do it in a simple nature that we in, that we already said. That's why the Bible tells you, reborn again. Renew your mind. When you renew your mind, you renew your spirit. It's like putting a new motor in an old car. It's going to run brand new. Just the body is messed up. But when you start treating that old motor, that new motor like the old motor, guess what's going to happen? You're putting sin in it. We start going back into our own vomit, that same spirit going to become contaminated. It's that simple. What's our next scripture?
All right, we're going to Hebrews, standing Hebrews. We're going to go to chapter 1, verses 4 and 5.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. Being made so much better than the angels.
No, he must have been an angel. Christ was made better than the angels. Ain't no immaculate conception. Go ahead.
As he hath by inheritance obtained a more excellent name than they.
He got a better name than the angels. Just like we got a better name than the angels. Okay, if we doing what the Most High say do. Go ahead.
For unto which of the angels?
For what? This is something I need y'all to pay attention to. For which of the angels?
Of the angels saith he at any time.
In Genesis chapter 6, the sons of God. He never called the angels his son. Read.
Thou art my son.
When did the Most High ever call an angel his son? So in Genesis chapter 6, it's somewhat this learning something on the way of learning something. In Genesis chapter 6, say the sons of God seemed that the women's was the women's of man. The Bible never called an angel his son. He always called us his sons. Okay? So read that from the top.
All right. Verse 5. For unto which of the angels said he at any time, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. And again, I will be to him a father, and he shall be, and he shall be to me a son.
He only did that to Christ. And he will become his sons. If we follow the direction that he give us, which is his laws, his statute, and his commandments. This is simple. This is easy. This is easy work, as the brothers like to say. Easy work. So y'all get off that immaculate conception and follow with the scriptures. Like I say, you got to prove to the brothers and sisters out there, okay, how did Christ become from the tribe of Judah? You can't say, well, because it's Mary.
Right.
Because the Bible say, through the pedigree of the father. Not like the Jewish people today. They take on the pedigree of the mother. Israelites, from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay, the true believers, they took on the pedigree of their fathers, not the mothers. That's thus said the Lord. We just read it in Deuteronomy 14 and 22. That's what it was?
Let's see. Numbers
1 and 17.
20.
Number 1 and 17. We just read it. You can't get away from that. You got to just tear that out the book in order for your doctrine to stick on this immaculate conception. So ask yourself, how can Christ, things make you go, How can Christ come be from the tribe of Judah when the pedigree got to come from the father? And Joseph was not his father. Joseph was a tribe of Judah, right? Yeah. So, no, we got to erase Joseph up. Now, how can Christ be in the tribe of Judah when he ain't got no father?
Things that make you go,
Kind of make you wonder, huh? All right, let's go to our next one.
Somebody lied.
Somebody lied. Lying like a rug. They lie like a rug.
Right. All right, brothers and sisters, the next question is reincarnation.
Reincarnation. Because you got doctrine out there that you can die, come back, die, come back, die, come back. The questions that make you go, which life that Christ is going to judge? Your first one, your second one, your third one, your fourth one, or how many they say you can come back? You notice they always come back as someone important.
Right.
David.
Yeah.
Paul. They never come back as that nigga that was sitting on the side begging for money. The one that was a whoremonger. The ones, they never say that. But then somehow the Bible revealed to me, you're David, reincarnation. And then the same token, they say, you don't remember who you are. You got to call yourself the comforter. He the Holy Spirit. You got to King David. Man, this is foolishness.
Foolishness.
Let's read the scripture. This is easy. It's easy work.
This is one
as they say. It's easy work.
So we're going to Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27.
Right. We're going to let the Bible do the talking. All this Hebrew garbage they out there talking. Right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, brother, we keep coming back. Reincarnation. Yeah, okay. You put your chip on that. You're going to be done. Read that.
Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27.
Go ahead.
And as it is appointed.
As it is appointed, like an appointment. You going to die. It's an appointment. You got an appointment with death. You can't run. You can skip your appointment with the dentist, like I did. Okay? You can skip that. But you can't skip this death. Once the Most High send the death angel after you, send that death decree, you got an appointment. We all got an appointment with death. Let's see what happened after that. Read.
And as it is appointed unto man once to die.
I'm a man. Christ was a man. Okay? We're going to read that Christ only died sacrifice one time. Is appointed, as it is appointed unto man once to die.
But after this, the judgment.
And after that is the judgment. You may pray that you be up in that first resurrection.
That's when books are open.
And when the books is open. If not, we all got to go in front of the judge. But you got to ask yourself, since y'all believe in reincarnation, is it going to be guy number 7, guy number 1, or number 2? Which one is going to be? Which one Christ is going to judge? I'm going to judge you in this life, that life, this life, that life, this life, that life. That's called confusion. You did good, say it 6 times. 6 times. Say you did good 3 times, and you was bad 3 times. That's a wash.
Right.
That's a wash, right? Hey, you did good 3 times over here, 3 times over there, bad. That's a wash. It don't work that way. You get one shot at this.
And what this false doctrine does is reincarnation people believe in is it gives a hope, a sense of I can sin and do what I want to do.
Right. I get it right next time. I get it right next time.
It's dangerous.
It's false doctrine. Same thing the devil that God know the day you eat from that tree, the day your eyes gonna open, you ain't gonna die. They died that day. It's trickeration. The devil was a what?
Liar.
He's a liar. He set down snares and traps for you. That's what this reincarnation do. Same thing with that immaculate conception do. Okay? You got to believe on the book as the Christ said.
Right.
Believe as it is written, not what you feel.
Right.
Go ahead.
Because it's one gospel.
It's one gospel. That's
it. Chapter 1, verses 6 through 9.
It's only one
gospel.
Yeah, you're going to die once. Let's keep it moving.
All right. We're going into tithes now. Another question.
Another thing that make you go, You know what I'm saying? This is trickeration. You know what I'm saying? They be like, man, you ain't got to pay tithes.
Man.
Brother, you ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? To my understanding, maybe I'm wrong. And you guys make the comments down at the bottom. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay? There must have been two laws that Christ nailed to the cross. The sacrificial law and the tithing law. I mean, as far as my reading, it was only one law that was nailed to the cross. Was the sacrificial law.
One law.
Now the churches, they say all the laws was nailed to the cross except tithes. The Hebrews say none of the laws was nailed to the cross except some Hebrews, tithes and offerings. They don't say what they mouth. Watch the actions. They say, no, you ask any Hebrew, hey, what law was nailed to the cross? Brother, the sacrificial law. Oh, got you. Yes, the ones that believe in tithing, the ones that don't, they will all agree there was only one law nailed to the cross. Well, brother, why you ain't paying tithe? Oh, no, brother, we don't pay no tithe. Tithes is apples and oranges and this and that. Well, why you still ain't paying it? You got apples and oranges are still growing. Nah, but you ain't got no field to produce that. But you do got this thing called money. But if you don't feel comfortable giving money, still encouraging people to pay tithes. Let's go to the next scripture.
All right, Deuteronomy 14:22.
Let the Bible do the talking. Deuteronomy 14 and 22.
Verse 22. Thou shalt truly tithe all thy increase of thy seed.
Remember read verse 1. Okay, so they don't think this is the instructions that Moses gave to the children of Israel. And see if we still have to do this. Deuteronomy 14 and 1. Ye are the children of the Lord your power. You should not cut yourself nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead. Are we still following that law? Yes. Watch this here. Verse 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all nations, nationalities that are upon the earth. Verse 3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable things. We practice that law. Because we know those laws, a few of them I just read. Read the rest on your own time. Okay, we know that Christ has not nailed that law to the cross. Read verse, in the same chapter, read verse 22.
Verse 22. Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed, that the field bringeth forth year by year.
Well, we ain't got no field, so we ain't got to pay no tithe. That's a clog in the law. Right. Well, we ain't got it.
That cop out.
That's that cop out. No, you still got to pay. You ain't got no fields, but you do got Costco's and Sam Clubs and your local grocery store. You want to give money? Give some fruits. Go. You got to remember what the tithes is for. It's for the childless. The fatherless, the widows. Well, these guys tell you not to pay tithes so they can it's accountability with tithes. Right. But they tell you give me your donations. Send your donations to me to help this station and this ministry and this and that. Right. Bro, in other words, they're teaching to break the law on the DL without telling. Just like you got some camps out there and brothers out there saying in the churches, you can't keep the Passover. Yeah. We're not in Jerusalem. Yeah, we kept the Passover in the wilderness before we even went to Jerusalem.
And it says throughout your generation.
Throughout your generation, wherever you're dwelling at.
The Sabbath, yeah.
Okay.
Holy day.
There was times when we did keep the Passover. Why? Because what? The Grecians, they passed a law saying anybody be calling themselves a Jew and celebrating the Sabbath, doing that, they're gonna be put to death. Okay, that's different circumstances. But when you got the free will to do it, you do it. So it's the same thing they say about tithe. No, brother, we ain't got no fields no more. The Bible, it was for the Levite, that was the priest. Well, the Bible said we are priests of the Most High. So don't let people fool you, brothers and sisters, saying that you ain't got to pay tithes. On the DL, they telling you to break the law, but we're going to read that tonight.
And let me bring this also. When you hear that, you just tithe fruits, and which is true, call them on it and say, okay, well, bring your fruits. Yeah. Bring your tithes.
See what they say. Your churches. The churches out there. Okay? Say, well, pastor, they say fruits and vegetables. I'm doing they're going to say, you know what? Sister Betty got to go. Brother Thompson got to go. And then you elders out there, the ones that believe in collecting tithes, you members, y'all do that. Just bring them oranges and apples and see how they look at you. They want your money. Yeah. For their own pocket. And the ones that don't believe in collecting tithes, they're telling you to break the law. Okay? It's never wrong with giving money, but they're telling you to break the law. But on the other, soon out of the same breath, you ain't got to pay tithe, but we do accept donations. Because there's no accountability come with donations. Right. With tithes, it is. You fall on hard times, they got to help you out, according as the Bible say. And you can call them to the rug on that. But they don't want to do that. It's all trickeration. But it's more than that. It's a spiritual thing that's going on. And we're going to bring it out here. Well, give me the next scripture. All
right, we're going to Hebrews chapter 10, verse 12.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 12. Let's get it.
It's about the one sacrifice Christ made.
Because it's only one sacrifice that was nailed to the cross. It wasn't tithe. Let's see who the sacrifice was nailed to the cross. Read that.
Hebrews 10, verse 12. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice.
One sacrifice, just like that reincarnation, you have one time. That one, he ain't coming back to keep sacrificing. One sacrifice.
For sins forever. Sat down at the right hand of God.
So we ain't never got the sacrifice. Only time we're going to sacrifice again when we get in the kingdom. But we ain't got the sacrifice no more because Christ did it once. Do it say tithes in there? He put the tithes on there too?
No.
You sure?
All I say is offer one sacrifice for sins forever.
And he was a sacrifice. He was a sacrifice. That one was nailed to the cross. Let's keep it moving.
All right. Luke, we're going into the book of Luke, chapter 24, verse 44.
And like I say, these are things that make you go, Luke 24 and 44.
Verse 44, and this is on tithes.
This is on tithes and the sacrifice. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, These are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me.
See, it was talking about all things will be fulfilled that was written of Christ in the book of Psalms. Not all things like you Christian people say, the law was fulfilled. Now, there's only one law that was fulfilled. Okay, it was the sacrificial law. That's why you say, which was written in the law of Moses and in the prophets. They close the book, but if you read the other part, and in the Psalms concerning me. So let's find out what was written in the book of Psalms concerning Christ. Psalms 22, 16 through 18. Let me get there. I wasn't going to bring it. You ain't got it on yours.
No. And then I'm going to remind you to bring out Hebrews 7.
Thank you, brother. Well, I say Psalms 22.
16.
Read that when you get it. I got it. Psalms 22, 16. This was written about our Christ, our Lord and Savior, the world called Jesus Christ. It say, for dogs have compressed me. The symbol of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. I may tell all my bones. They looked and stared upon me. They parted my garments among them and cast lots upon my vesture. That was prophesied way in the book of Psalms. Go into the book of, all through the gospel, showing you that Christ was crucified and what they did. He was the last sacrifice. That one was prophesied about our Lord and Savior. That's what he came to fulfill, to die. He came to die for us, okay, for the nation of Israel, and also for the Gentiles. So that's the ones that follow his law, statutes, commandments, and Israel that follow his law, statutes, commandments. So that was written about Christ. The only thing was sacrificed on the cross was Christ and the sacrificing.
Sacrificial.
Not tithing. Not tithing. We were still talking about tithing. I just want to show you that. What's the next scripture?
Hebrews chapter 7, verses 1 through 10.
Let's read it.
It says, verse 1, for this Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High, God, who met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the kings.
Right, so let's see, way back before the Levites, before quote-unquote the tithing law. It's about Melchizedek. You got brothers say, I'm up on the order of Melchizedek. Well, brother, I'm up on the order of Christ. He superseded Melchizedek. Okay, and Christ tells us to pay tithes. Abraham was up on the order of Christ. Okay, point blank. Read it from the top.
Verse 1. For this Melchizedek, king of Salem, priest of the Most High, God, who met Abraham returning from the slaughter of the kings and blessed him.
Let's see how he blessed him. Okay, because if that's the case, did Abraham give him money and fruits and vegetables and stuff like that? Let's see what he gave him. Because he gave him a tent. We read in what's that? What was that scripture? Was that no, about the tithes?
Deuteronomy 14.
Deuteronomy 14:20. We read the tithe with fruits. Tithe a tenth of your fruit. Right. Well, let's see, did Abraham give fruits to Melchizedek? Okay, let's see that. Show you that tithes can change from fruits to money. The point is, you honoring that tithing law, because that tithing law is going to help other brothers and sisters. Our tithing is not for your pocket; it's to help your brother, your nations.
Right. And they did that in the book of Acts too.
And of course they did. Yeah. Read.
All right, verse 2. To whom also Abraham gave a tenth part of all, first being by interpretation king of righteousness, and after that also king of Salem,
peace,
which is king of peace.
Right. So the point is, what did Abraham give him? Apples and oranges. Because Abraham, you read the story, Abraham went out to war. Okay, because they did something to one of his boys, and Abraham came back and took everybody's spoil and gave the king that I want nothing, y'all. And he gave Melchizedek a parts of what he got from the people that he slaughtered. And it wasn't he didn't go and get apples and oranges and stuff like that. Read
verse 3. without father, without mother, without descent, having neither beginning of days, nor end of life, but made like unto the Son of God, abideth a priest continually.
Talk about Mr. Melchizedek. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Now consider how great this man was, unto whom even the patriarch Abraham gave the tenth of the spoils.
What spoils? Spoils. Not fruits and vegetables. He gave a tenth of his spoils. But these brothers try to hold you down. It got to be apples and oranges and goats and sheep. He gave spoils, riches. Read.
Verse 5. And verily, they that are of the sons of Levi, who receive the office of the priesthood, have a commandment to take tithes of the people according to the law.
No, see, it's a law.
Yeah.
But why this law was implemented is to help the people out, not for your pocket. So we still supposed to pay tithes. It's the law. Remember, there's only one law that was nailed to the cross. The sacrificial law. Read.
That is, of their brethren, though they come out of the loins of Abraham. Verse 6. But he whose descend is not counted from them receive tithes of Abraham.
Go ahead.
And bless him that had the promise.
Do you got the promise? Read.
Verse 7. And without all contradictions, the less is blessed of the better.
Right. So you want to be blessed. You want to be blessed by doing this here. The less is blessed of the better. So the people don't have nothing from the tithe. You blessing them. The less. That's Israel economic source. So we ain't got to go to get a bank loan. Can you imagine all Israel followed that law and all the elders did what they supposed to do? We'll all be blessed.
That's an abundant life.
Abundant life. You ain't got to go to Esau, the Japanese. Go right now. You know what? We got a store around the corner. It's a Hebrew Israelite store. Just like they do. They spend their money with themselves. But we don't do that because you got one hand brothers collecting tithe, putting it in their pocket, like the church is buying $55 million jets and they send their kids to college. And in the Hebrew community, you got the guys that's taking the tithes, you know what I'm saying? And they doing the same thing what the preachers is doing. Saying we using this money for traveling. And you ain't using all that money for traveling. You know what I'm saying? And you dressing up and doing this and that, taking care of your family. When a brother and sister call you because they need help, you ain't got it. Or you got to go through these hoops and rings, these channels to get to
charging people for shows
and stuff like that. Is stupid.
Academies and
it's just stupidity. Okay, and then on the other hand, you got the brother say you ain't got to pay tithes. You know what I'm saying? But give us your donation. Either way, they're getting paid. This is the thing, they're getting paid. And on the top of that, they're telling you, don't pay tithes. They're telling you, in other words, on a DL, they're telling you to break the law. I'm not telling you to give me your tithe. I'm just telling you, pay your tithes.
Follow the law.
Follow the law. We're going to read that. Let's go to our next scripture.
All right. Let's see. We're going to Matthew 5.
Matthew 5 and 17.
5:17 through 19.
Let's read that.
All right. Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Well, if Christ had come to destroy the tithing law, we're still talking about tithing, or any other law for that matter. Only one law he destroyed was the sacrificial law, because he was the last sacrifice. Go ahead.
Or the prophets.
All the prophets. Go ahead.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
We already read that what he fulfilled. He fulfilled that what was written in Psalms concerning him. His death, to be that last sacrifice. Read.
Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
And we still on earth, and we still see heaven. So the law, the tithing law, I'm just concentrating on tithing. The tithing law is still in effect. Read.
Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of the least, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
The least commandment is something real small like tithing, growing your beard. You know what I'm saying? Not eating pork, crab, lobster, shrimp. That's easy. I ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's least. But he say, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, go ahead.
And shall teach men so.
The people that out there teaching you ain't got to pay your tithes, they teaching you to break that tithing law. Read.
He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
You ain't getting into the kingdom. I know you. All your other teaching might be good. It might be on point on certain things, but you willingly teaching people not to break this law. And when I know, you know better because you wear on red. And you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, you. Yeah. The shoe fit, wear it. Okay? Read.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
And this is what we're doing now. We're trying to teach you to follow these laws, statutes, commandments. Even the small one like tithes. Keeping your beard. So don't get fooled up, Israel. Follow what this Bible say. Like I say, bring them oranges and apples. If they don't want money, no, brother, I know you guys don't accept money as tithes, brother. Because tithes wasn't money. But we read in Hebrews 7, Abraham gave a tenth of the spoil. And I'm sure Abraham didn't take that apples and oranges from that king. You know what I'm saying? He took a lot of stuff. But he gave tenths to Melchizedek. That's the order we're up under, the order of Christ. That's what order. So I'm going to follow what thus say the Lord. Not thus will say nobody else. Where we going?
So now we're going into the next question.
Next question make you go, yeah. So I pray that you guys will understand on the tithes and also on Christ.
Right.
Like I said, recap.
Conception.
The Immaculate Conception. Okay. I hope you guys can understand on that. Because Immaculate Conception, you got to prove that how can Christ be from the tribe of Judah when his pedigree, he don't have a pedigree. He ain't got a father. Number one. Number two, reincarnation. The Bible says it appointed for a man to die once in the judgment. So how can you keep coming back? You got to prove that. Okay? And the next one was what? Tithes. Tithe. You got to prove that tithes, you ain't got to pay tithes. I mean, in order for you to prove that, you got to show me a scripture in the Bible that tithes was nailed to the cross. Okay? And tithes, you're right, tithes wasn't money. Okay, it was fruits and vegetables, but you ain't got no land. But also tithes wasn't always fruits and vegetables. Because Abraham proved that when he gave a tenth to Melchizedek from the spoils that he got when he went to war with this king. To get Lot's, I think he went and got Lot's inheritance back. Right. If my memory serves me right. But read that on your own. You're going to see Abraham to give Melchizedek apples and oranges and cattle and sheep. Okay? Watch this here. Where we going?
Next question.
The next thing to make you go,
Why is Israel in the streets with no leadership, no culture, no organization, and just destroyed as a people?
Why? Something make you go, We're the strongest people, most talented people. Right. We got a zeal, but not according to knowledge.
And we generate over $1 billion by spending.
We spend the most. You know what I'm saying? But why we ain't got no leadership? And why what?
Why we're in the streets? No leadership, no culture. We
ain't got no culture. You know what I'm saying? Why? Things that make you go, Let's get it.
All right. We're going to Hosea.
Go ahead.
Chapter 4, verse 6.
Read it.
Verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Maybe that's why we ain't got no leadership and we're on the corners. Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee.
Oh, maybe that's why. Because the Most High rejected us. Go ahead.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
Whoa. We ain't no priest either. Maybe this is why we just buck wild. Because we turned our back on the Father. The great I am. Read.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law.
Since you forgot the law.
Go
ahead.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
Oh, maybe this is why. We just found the answer. While people's on the corner, we ain't got no leadership. Maybe because we forgot the law.
That's exactly what's happening.
We didn't want to do what the Father say do. So maybe that's the answer. Things make you go, Go ahead.
Isaiah 51. We're going to the book of Isaiah, chapter 51.
Go ahead.
We'll get verses 18 through 20. There is none to guide her among all the sons
Talking about Israel.
whom she hath brought forth.
All the children, all the prophets that Israel brought forth. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Isaiah, Jeremiah, even Christ. Even the brothers and sisters out there still doing this work. Very intelligent brothers and sisters. Read.
Neither is there any that taketh her by the hand.
Ain't no one taking Israel by the hand. Follow me. Go ahead.
Of all the sons that she hath brought up.
Because they all out for their own good. I got mine, you get yours type attitude. All of them. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Farrakhan, Jesse Jackson, TD your elder, your pastor. It's me, myself, and I attitude.
They're paid agents.
Why? Because ain't nobody following the law. They're not guiding you up under the banner of the law. They're doing it under their own banner. Me. Go ahead.
Verse 19. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee?
Who gonna be sorry for Israel? Nobody.
And we see
man,
that.
look at it. Look at it. People look at it like, man, look at it. That's messed up people there. How can they be God's people? Nobody feels, man. Like reparations. Nobody's giving us reparations. Nobody feeling the United Nations ain't giving us nothing. Everybody's sorry for us. They gonna be like, oh, look at them. They had a bad start. They had 400 years. They ancestors 400 years of slavery. But this is a generation that left over. That's why they ain't got nothing. We're destroyed people. The United Nations out there fighting as Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, and Donald Trump.
Right.
You know, you think we should get them? Nah, get them niggas jobs. But they gave the Japanese,
reparations,
the so-called Jewish people. You know what I'm saying? They claim to get the tribal gas, something. But most Esau said, I'm 1/3. They still on reservation. Nobody is fighting for us. Wonder why. We ain't got no leadership. Oh, we went away from the law. Thus said the Lord. Read.
Verse 19. These two things are come unto thee.
Who
shall be sorry for thee?
Nothing, nobody.
Desolation.
We desolate.
And destruction.
And we destroy.
And the famine.
And we got famine.
And the sword.
And the sword. They shooting us down. They ain't got no consideration for the old or the young.
By whom shall I comfort thee?
And by whom shall I comfort thee? Go ahead.
Verse 20. Thy sons have fainted.
Your son is fainting. They in and out. Go ahead.
They lie at the head of all the streets.
They always on the corners. What you need, bro? Crib. Now it's in the Hebrew community.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're from this camp. AHAYAH, bahasham, YASHAYA. Yah. Yahweh. And they fight them on there on the corner, screaming at each other. Why? Because they ain't nobody to hold your hand. Everybody going about their own way. Read.
As a wild bull in a net.
Wild bull, you know, a bull in a net is to catch you. That's why most of our people's in the penitentiary. Because they're on the corners. Why? They don't want to follow the law that we read. They turned away from the law. They go about establishing their own way and have not submitted themselves to the righteousness of the Most High. Read.
They are full of the fury of the Lord.
And they full of the fury of the Lord.
The rebuke of thy God.
They rebuke the Most High. Nah, we want to march. Black Lives Matter. People rights. Woo. Bro, just come back to the law. We'll get it right. Nah, I ain't with that Bible stuff, man.
Right.
That's our people. Read.
That's it for right there.
All right, go to the next one.
All right, Isaiah chapter 1. We're going to get verses 3 through 6.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
An ox knows his owner. We always read this scripture, especially in the Hebrew community. Y'all know this here. Go ahead.
And the ass his master's crib.
And an ass, dumb animal. He know where his house at.
Right.
He know where to go. He know what's trouble out there, man. I got a place to stay. Go ahead.
But Israel doeth not.
Israel, man. I ain't coming back to them laws, man. The law's nailed to the cross. You know what I'm saying? Christ fulfilled the law. I ain't coming back to that. I'm going to keep going out in the road. Follow dibbling dabbling everything else. Read.
But Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider.
They don't consider, like, man, why we is in this position? Maybe we're in this position, WHY, why we in this position? Maybe because, let me do a track back. Oh, we broke the law. They don't consider that. Read.
Verse 4. All sinful nation. Not like all, but all. Like,
all.
Yeah.
A sinful nation.
Go ahead. A people laden with iniquity.
Laden with iniquity. That's all they love to do is sin. Our people, yeah, they love it. Read.
A seed of evildoers.
A seed of evildoers. That's our people. Why? Because they want to come back to the law, such commandments of the Most High. That's why we ain't got no leadership. That's why our kids is on the corner. Because we walked away from our law. Read.
Children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord.
They forsaken the Lord. And forsaken the Lord, you forsake the law. The Bible says, return unto me, and I will return unto you. Thus said the Lord. Is that it on that?
No.
Read.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel.
Whoa. You provoked the Holy One. Who's the Holy One of Israel? The Most High. And His Son Christ. Go ahead.
Unto anger.
To anger. You can't run from this here. You can't run. When you get mad, you can't run. Read.
They are gone away backward.
Going away, doing the Michael Jackson. Going away backwards. Wonder why? Just go forward. Go back to the law. Come back to the law. Read.
Verse 5. Why should ye be stricken anymore?
Why are you be stricken? Why are you going to hold you back and help you out? Go ahead.
Ye will revolt more and more.
You're going to keep doing the same things. Going over and over. Sinning and sinning and more sin. Sin going to increase. Read.
The whole head is sick.
The whole head is sick. Your leadership all the way down to your children is sick. Because why? You don't want to come back to the law, statute, commandments of the Father. Read.
And the whole heart faint.
And your whole heart, your mind is faint. You in and out, in and out. You don't know if you're going or coming. Go ahead.
Verse 6. From the sole of the foot, even unto the head, there is no soundness in it. We
just toe up people. And why we toe up? Why we ain't got no leadership? Because we don't want to come back to the law, statute, commandments of the Father. This is why. It's easy. Like I say, an ox knows its owner. An ass is master crib. Israel don't know what to do. They love going backwards. One all you got to do is turn around like the prodigal son. You know what I'm saying? Give me mine. Give me mine. All right, go out there. He ran through the rug, through the mud. But he had sense enough to say, man, my daddy got it going on. He came back. This was the Most High is telling us, Israel, to come back. Just make a U-turn. Repent. Renew your mind. Come back. As a nation, as an individual. Is that it on that?
No, I got one more.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. From the sole of the foot, even into the head, there is no soundness in it. But wounds and bruises.
That's what we all beat up. Through all the captivities, the sin that we did, wounds and bruises. Go ahead.
And purifying sores. They have not been closed.
Right, they ain't been closed. We are damaged goods.
Neither bound up, neither modified with ointment.
Nobody cares about. No one going to heal us. We got to heal ourselves. And the healer is the Most High and His Son Christ. They're the only one can do this to us.
Right.
Not no man, not no elder, not no pastor, not a good speech. Only one can heal these wounds is the ones that caused them is the Most High. And why He caused them, He gave you what you want as a nation of people. He gave us what we want. We don't want to follow His law? Okay. I'm going to turn you into your enemies. Where we going?
All right, that concludes that question. We're going into our fifth question.
Go ahead.
Will Israel ever come together before Christ's return?
The things that make you go, Will Israel ever come together before Christ's return? No.
No.
Ain't gonna come together. Sorry to give you bad news. You're not coming together.
Right.
Because who's gonna bring us together? It's gonna be Brother Jacob, Elder Rakah, Brother Nathaniel, myself, Ibad, or any other teacher. Pastor Porkchop, Martin Luther King couldn't do it. Malcolm X can do it. Farrakhan can't do it. Marcus Garvey couldn't do it. Harriet Tubman couldn't do it. No, it ain't coming together. Because soon you tell a nigga we can come together, the nigga that bring them together, he gonna think it's crap don't stink.
Right, and they're gonna say we're negative for saying this.
I don't care.
We're gonna back it up with the scripture.
The truth hurt. The truth is the new hate speech.
And like I was, as I mean, you was talking, we talked about Rosewood. We had Rosewood.
We had Rosewood.
We had Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street.
But because we wasn't keeping the commandments,
they were flying a different banner.
Yeah.
They were flying a different banner. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we want to ride up under that law. keep the law. We're going to fly there. Oh, the Most High sit back. Yeah, look at it. These niggas think they're going to get up out of these curses. Let them do it. You know what? They don't know. Sent the enemy right in on.
Right, a plane right into Black Wall Street.
You know what I'm saying? Take everything. Well, we ain't going to never come together. If we fly up under the right banner of the law, statute, commandments, my people have rejected me. You know what I'm saying? So once we reject Christ and the Most High and the law, statute, commandment, you're on your own. But once we come back and follow under the covenant and keep these laws, statute, commandments, fly the right banner, no one can stop us. Because guess what? Yeah. Our power is great.
Right.
You don't want that power.
And to back that up, what Elder just said, no one can stop us. That's in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 1 through 14. Yes. It tells us that what's going to happen.
I will bless you above all nations. No one. That's the banner we need to get back up under. No one can go against King David. Because he was flying that up under that banner of the Most High. King Solomon lost it. I don't need that. I was start doing dibbling and dabbling over here. Jeroboam and Rehoboam. They start lost it. It's downhill after that. Like he mentioned, Rosewood and Black Wall Street.
Right.
We always think, no, we can do it on our own. You can't, Israel. It's not lined up for that. You was made to follow laws, statutes, commandments of the kings of kings and lords of lords.
Right.
You were made to do this on your own. Because you know what? When we see what happens when we try to do things on our own. Just take a round. Look around.
And we're not here. We're not in this captivity to become rich.
No. Not under this power. We're going to be up on one kingdom. That's our kingdom. And that's only for the remnant. The one who will keep the law, statute, commandments of the Father. Not all Israel. And the Gentiles are going to hang on to us. They're going to do it. The remnant. Not just because you're Israel. Read that, brother.
All right, we're going into Jeremiah to answer this question. Jeremiah chapter 30.
Read it again. What's the question?
The question is, will Israel ever come together before Christ's return?
No. You say Jeremiah what, brother?
Chapter 30, verses 12 through 15.
Read it.
Verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. Verse 13. There is none to plead thy cause.
Nobody's pleading your cause. You, like I said, you ain't got nobody at the United Nations fighting for you.
No.
Look at them Hebrews. Look at them black people, the Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, the tribe of Gad, the North American Indians. Nobody pleading your cause. Read.
That thou mayest be bound up, that has no healing medicine.
You ain't got nobody got no healing medicine. Only body can heal you, like I said, is the Most High. And the only thing gonna heal us, brothers, as a nation is the law. Read.
Verse 14. All thy lovers have forgotten thee.
All your leaders, your lovers, forgotten you. Read.
They seek thee not.
They don't want to look at you. They look at less Israel. You know, Israel's a woman, right? A nation. Nation Israel is the Most High woman. Everybody just forgot about us. Read.
For I have wounded thee.
The Most High wounded us. Why he wounded us? Because we want to follow his law, statute, commandments. Go ahead.
With the wound of an enemy.
With the wound of enemy. You know, he's our husband, our Lord and Savior. Well, he gave us a wound like an enemy have done it. You know, your enemy got no pity on you.
Right.
I'm sure you can tell that, Israel.
By now.
Read.
With the chastisement of a cruel one.
Chastisement of a cruel one. You might, it's like you're getting beat by your stepdaddy. This enemy is worse than your stepdaddy. Read.
For the multitude of thy iniquity.
And also your stepmama. For the multitude of your sins. This is why it's happening to us. What is sin? A transgression of the law. What did the Bible say? Israel didn't want to do the law. Read.
Because thy sins were increased.
Because your sin keep increasing. You keep going more and more and more.
Verse 15. Why criest thou for thy affliction?
Why you crying?
They're marching.
Everything. Why you crying?
Black Lives Matter and all.
Why you crying? You want to keep putting your hand in the fire? The Most High told you it was hot. But no, you keep crying. Nobody's showing no pity on you. That's why the other nations... Go ahead, brother. That's why the other nations don't show no pity. They say, man, especially these so-called Jewish guys. They be like, hey man, just follow the law.
Right.
Just follow the law. We keep the law. Just follow the law. And you still like, man, y'all ain't the Jews. You still we're the true biblical Jews. Yeah. But they just follow the law. Because they know every time they keep you away from the law, you always go down. So the Bible say what? Why criest thou for thy afflictions? Why are you crying for the things you're going through when you don't want to keep the law?
Man.
Read.
Thy sorrow is incurable.
Your sorrow is incurable. Go ahead.
For the multitude of thy iniquity.
For the multitude of your sins. Go ahead.
Because thy sins were increased.
Your sins kept increasing. You didn't repent as a nation. Go ahead.
I have done these things unto thee.
Don't blame the white man. Most High said, I've done it to you. Why did the Most High do it to us? Because we did it to ourselves. Like the brother said, Deuteronomy chapter 28. I will bless you above all nations if you do what he said. But we didn't want to do that. So this is why don't cry. No, don't cry for your afflictions. Don't cry because, we ain't got no jobs. Last one, first one fired, last one hired.
Right. And
go ahead.
Oh, so and when you see us on TVs and it's sad, don't get me wrong, but the parents are not teaching our children to keep the commandments
at all. So
when they get shot down in the streets, we want to get on camera. Well, my son should be alive right now because he wasn't doing nothing. You didn't teach your child to keep the commandments.
And look at Chicago, LA, you know what I'm saying? Detroit, Atlanta, St. Louis, New York. Right. We get killed all day long. But the Bible just told us. You know what I'm saying? Why is Christ thou for thy afflictions? All you got to do is come back and keep the law. That's it. It's that simple, Israel. So don't cry. The Most High said he's going to laugh at your calamity. Right? I'm going to laugh at you. That's what the Most High doing. Right. Read.
All right. Verse 15. 16, Shlaki. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
Now, payback. It's not for us to do it. It's for the Most High. He say, vengeance is his. And I'm talking about to the remnant. And to you Gentiles out there that got up under the banner. That want to follow these laws, such commandments of the Most High. Okay, the Most High say, hey, I got your back. Read that again.
Verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
And this captivity is not talking about what these idiots on the corner talking about. Raping white women and doing this and
what
that.
They did to us.
No, they're going to be working for free. Captivity. What's captivity? What's captivity? I mean, you have no rights. Just like Israel, you up under another law. They're going to be up under our law. They're going to have the right, you know what I'm saying, to commit adultery. They're going to have a right to be a man, want to be a woman, and do as thou wilt. No, that going to be no. That's captivity. Okay, that don't mean we're going to be whipping their back, raping their women, and dragging their kids down the street. Nah, they ain't working that way. So anybody out there teaching that, stop it. Read.
Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity.
Go ahead.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil.
That spoil is not talking about spoil, giving you cake and ice cream and give you what you want. You know what I'm saying? That spoils, like Abraham gave spoils to Melchizedek. Okay, they took you. Read.
And all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
Then who preying upon us? Look in your neighborhoods. You got Abdul, Mohammed, Shabbat on this corner and that gas
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. You got Mrs. Lee on the other corner. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Lee's they got fried chicken. Walk in there, you think you see some black folk. You got Arabs and Japanese
Chinese
people. You're a prey. Because they why? Like you brought out earlier. We spend the most money. Yeah. Ain't no one of you leaders out there, you elders, they got big congregations. Okay? And I'm going to name you. Brother Jacob, Elder Rakah, the guy that called it Tazidaki, General Yahogbelly. Who else am missing?
Creflo Fake Dollar.
No, Crypto $4. Yeah. TD Fake J. Brother Nathaniel. You ain't trying to do nothing for the people. All you gotta do is put that crap to the side that you guys dealing with and think about the lost sheep of the house of Israel and say, you know what? Brothers, let us come together and buy a grocery store right here. We're going to start a grocery store in St. Louis. We're going to hire our people. We're going to make a change. They say we'll open one in New York. Right. A franchise in 7-Eleven. Need that. Put them in the neighborhood. Now you're giving money back to your own community. And you're building us up as a nation. We ain't got to want for all things. Because, like I said, we fly up under the banner of the Most High in the law, statutes, commandments, we're going to prosper. Yeah. We're always going to argue over doctrine. We're going to argue over doctrine until Christ come back and set it straight. But it's one thing I know as a Hebrew, been doing this for 20-something years, that no Hebrew that I met, maybe there's some out there. I ain't talking about these, the ones that don't believe in Christ. I ain't talking about these non-messianic Hebrews. I'm talking about the ones that believe in our Lord and Savior, Jesus the Christ, the Messiah, Yeshaya, whatever name you call him. I never heard a Hebrew say, bro, no. Willingly, brother, you can eat pork, crab, not strip. You can have this, you can do that, you can do this, you can do that. We might argue over the back of conception, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Never met a Hebrew say, man, give you the green light to break the law. So you can push all your bigotry to the side and say, brother, look, we know, we see the problem. Let's, everybody, and just think about every Hebrew out there with these camps I just mentioned. So, you know, we're going to make a pot. Everybody going to put $5 a week or $1 a day into this pot until you get to a certain amount. 5 of us or whoever, we're going to go down into the bank. We're going to open that closed store. You know, that big old building in your neighborhood. We all got them. We're going to start a grocery store. Everybody we hiring is Hebrews. I ain't just talking about black Hebrews. We got Issachar and so on and so forth. We're going to hire them. And they're going to pay their tithes, and they're going to give an offering, and it's going to build. And then once we get that, we're going to open another one on the next city over, another state over, whatever. And from there, you know what I'm saying, our sisters that's going through problems on the street, we have a halfway house for our brothers coming out of jail. Ran by Hebrews for Hebrews. But you Negroes can't even do that. Why? Because you're having camp wars. And the man, again, the niggas got the truth, and they still can't do nothing with it. It's a shame. Let's keep it going.
All right. We're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. We're going to get verses 47 and 48.
Read the title again while we're doing it here.
And this is, will Israel ever come together before Christ returns?
No.
Because
you can't do nothing. Everybody wanted, there's too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
Right.
And to be honest with you, we only got one chief. Lords of Lords, King of Kings. We got to flap under that banner. Let's read it.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God.
This is why we can't come together. Because we don't want to serve the Lord, our power. Go ahead.
With joyfulness.
With joyfulness. We mad because it's a Shabbat. We mad because we can have more than one wife. We mad because of this. Go ahead.
With Shalaki, and with gladness of heart.
You wasn't happy when we was in our kingdom. We had Israel always complaining, whining. We go ahead.
For the abundance of all things.
And you wasn't happy for all things, good or bad. Read.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
And we are serving our enemies. Why are we serving our enemies? Because we weren't joyful and glad for the things that the Most High, when we was up under his banner. You know what I'm saying? We weren't happy. Nah, I want to be like the other nations. I want this. I want mine. Well, you got it. And you see what happened. Read.
The Lord shall send against thee and hunger.
And we do. Who you go to get some food? Mrs. Lee or Abdul Muhammad Shabbat. Go ahead.
And in thirst.
And when you want some water, who you got to go to? Bob, Billy, DMV. What's it called? Department of Water.
Yeah, water pumps.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And in nakedness.
And nakedness. You want some clothes. You get for Juicy, for Hushi's, and swap meat. You ain't making no clothes. Israel. Go ahead.
And in one of all things.
You want toilet paper, toothpaste,
deodorant.
You want a piece of damn mind. You always go to your ministers. It's called Christianity. Okay? Or Christianity. Teach me how to read. Teach me how to live. Teach me what the Bible say. This is where we at. Why? Because we don't want to serve the Lord, our power. Go ahead.
Will Israel ever come together before Christ returns? No.
This is what we saying. Teach me how to read. Teach me how to live. Teach me what the Bible say. This is where we at. Why? Why do it say? Because thou serve not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for abundance of all things. In other words, keep it real short and pretty. We didn't want to keep the commandments. So this is what we get. That's why I say, why are you crying now? Why are you crying now?
Why is God crying?
Why are you crying now? For your afflictions. No, suck it up. You know what I'm saying? You lay down with a dog, don't get mad because you wake up with fleas. But to the remnant that I'm speaking to, and to my brothers, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and to my brothers and sisters, the Gentiles, it's not too late. You still got breath in your body. It's called sacrifice. Repent. Renew your mind. Be born again. This is why the Bible uses things like that. But if you like what you're doing, keep doing it. But I can guarantee you ain't coming back no 2 times, and 3 times, and 4 times, and 5 times to get it right. Guarantee you that. Thus said the Lord. It's appointed to man to die once, and then judgment. And woman too, because woman is in man. I don't think you guys getting away on the slide street either. Nah, we got to go through that same door. The same door. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man come to the Father except by Christ. So ain't nobody getting no side windows. And poor me. Ain't none of that going on. He came as a sheep to be sacrificed, as a lamb. He's coming back as a lion. Blood up to the horse's bridle. Think about it. Let's keep it moving.
Let me finish it up. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And he did put the yoke of iron on our neck. Go ahead.
Until he have destroyed.
We are destroyed. The yoke of iron is off our neck. He's not coming physically destroying us. We mentally destroyed.
Right.
He ain't got to have no taskmasters over us no more. He ain't got to tell you don't eat pork to break the law. You do it willfully. That's what we just got to read. Right. You sin more and more and more and more and more. Just like the brother said, because you ain't teaching your kids. Raise a child up in the law, he will not depart. He looking at you. TV is raising your kids. J-Lo, Beyonce, and all the rest of these rappers with gay purses and dresses. And the so-called movie stars. Raising your family, raising your husband, raising your wife, trying to keep it with the Joneses. So don't get mad when it's time to pay the piper. Okay? That's it. It's simple. I mean, the Bible is real simple. It's easy to learn. You just got to bust these pages open and say, commit yourself to it. Right. And it's so easy now because you got this thing called video, YouTube, internet. You can learn at your own pace.
Where?
So Israel is not going to come together, brothers and sisters, not up on the other banner. We're going to come together up on the banner of Christ. And we can do that here. Okay? We can have something where Christ ain't asking us to be poured down and out. Right. Only thing we got to do is come back up under the law, statutes, commandments of Christ as a group of people, the people I mentioned, all these big camps, and everybody just put $1, $5 a week, $1 a day, whatever. Do bring what you can. But we don't even trust each other. But there's mechanisms around that. Put 20 guys ahead of it. No one can get nothing out of the bank until everybody sign off on it. Everybody have a meeting. Oh, yeah, we're going to build this store. Everybody sign off. Okay, let's do it. So that's stop the trust factor. You ain't got to worry about no one nigga running off with your money. Right. It's that simple. So there's no reason why we can't do it. But no, you got camp war. This is why Israel can't come together. You're fighting over doctrine. That's why Israel can't come together. But you all say you believe in one power, one Lord, one Savior. Regardless what name you call him. What makes Christ, how we know who he is, okay, just watch what they do. Just follow what they do. Are they keeping the commandment? Oh, they ain't doing that. They ain't keeping the commandments of Satan. The Satan's job is to destroy that. Because he know the commandment will get you everlasting life. Are they keeping the commandment? Okay. Even though he calling on Yah, YASHAYA, AHAYAH, and Jesus, this and that. Well, this how, then your name is just your character. Like my name is Gabar. They just telling you you're my character. Your name is Iba. What's your character? What that means?
Servant.
Servant. Your name is this. Your name is that. Just telling you your character. So Christ is Savior. Yahushua, AHAYAH, YASHAYA, YAHAYAH, whatever name you say. But it all means Savior. We just pronounce it different.
Right.
That's his character. He came to save. Okay? So we can do this here.
Yeah. And Joshua 1:8 goes into deeper about it. Us coming together under that banner.
Under that banner. Now only banners is someone under Christ. He's the King of Kings, Lords of Lords. And how we represent Christ, what he say, if you love me, keep my commandments. That's the banner we're talking about. But you can do it. Tap down at the bottom. Let's keep it moving.
All right. You want to bring out 68?
Yes, sir.
Shall buy you?
Yes, sir. Oh, in verse 68, everybody love it. We're going to Egypt again by ship, everybody. But the Most High say, remember, can Israel come together? Upon that banner we can. But the Bible says, well, no man shall buy you, which means deliver you. Okay, Deuteronomy 28:68. No man shall deliver you. We had many brothers and sisters try to step and try to deliver it. It never worked. Black Wall Street, Rosewood, it's not going to work. Because they're flying the wrong banner. Okay, only banner we got to fly is the law, statutes, commandments. Ain't no man going to deliver us.
And like you said earlier, it appeared for a little season.
Yeah, it appeared for a little season. Oh, they got it going on. Michael Jackson thought he had it going on. Prince thought he had it going on. They thought they had it going on. Nah. You ain't coming up like no good gasoline if you ain't flying the banner of the Most High. And the banner of the Most High is his law, statutes, commandments that our forefather made a covenant with back when we came out of Egypt. They let the curses be upon their children. Guess what? It's upon us. But we can go back to that covenant by going back to his laws. And as a unit of people, we can have our own. And then when Christ come back, we have even more. We ain't got to go to the man for nothing. We self-supported. And nothing can come against us if we got Christ on our side. But that remains to be seen. So don't hold your breath. That's what they tell you. Don't hold your breath. Because you give a Negro a rope, he think he's a cowboy. Who going to be the leader, huh? Who's going to be the leader? Christ is the leader.
Right.
Okay, Christ is going to be the leader. Who was the leader of Moses? Christ. Yeah, he's going to be somebody at the top. But everything going to be judged according to thus said the Lord. Not my feelings. All right, keep it moving.
Ezekiel, to answer that question. And the question is, will Israel ever come together before Christ?
Go ahead.
So Ezekiel chapter 37, verses 15 through 19. Verse 15. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, verse 16, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
The northern and southern kingdom. This is what the Most High is telling Ezekiel. Go and do this here. In other words, go and preach the word to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, as Christ told Peter. Okay? But let's see. That's what we're trying to do. Bring the lost sheep of the house of Israel and the Gentiles that want to do what they are supposed to do up under the banner of the law. Okay? This is what we're going out teaching people. That's what we're doing right now. So this is what he's telling Ezekiel. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And join them one to another into one stick.
Let them know you are from the same house, the house of Israel. You got brothers out there saying Mexicans is not from this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Samoans is not this, and
but
this is not that.
But don't tell you who
but don't tell you who it is. Well, brother, they not Issachar. Well, who is Issachar? If the Puerto Ricans not in the tribe of what? Ephraim?
Right.
Well, where Ephraim at?
They leave a broad statement.
Make a broad statement.
Saying, well, they're over here somewhere.
Yeah. Where? We're not saying, and I do believe in the 12 chart thing. I'm not saying that's only Ephraim is here in North America. The Bible says we're going to spread in the four corners of the earth.
Right.
You got some Judites in Alaska, Japan. Okay? You got some Ephraimites over there. Yes, we know the Bible says they're a cake unturned.
Right.
We know we got some Ephraimites in Africa that's darker than me and you put together. So dark they sweat oil. But the Ephraimites that came over here and got conquered by Spain, okay, they look like a cake unturned. Let's say all of them like that because we know all the tribes was this color.
Right.
We know that. Mm-hmm. But through time, through mixtures,
right.
Some of the Puerto Ricans, the Issacharites, through captivity. We know that. But the point is, you never tell us who they are. Y'all, that 12 card chart is no good, man.
Right.
No, that's just people in North America. Not saying they not nowhere else. Mm-hmm. You got Benjamites in Jamaica, in Australia, in Europe, German, and Brazil. They didn't say all of them here in America. Mm-hmm. But at least that's a start point. But I'm going to give you one even better than that, brothers and sisters. I'll give you one even better than that. The one I'm going to give you is this. Teach all people. Teach all nations. Baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Mm-hmm. That gets that right out the way.
Yeah.
Mm. I just want to be a son of the Most High. Mm-hmm. I think I'm from the tribe of Judah. I might be a Benjamite. I might be anything. I might not even be part of the Israelite community. But I know one thing. In order for me to have a chance to get into that kingdom, I got to keep the commandments. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm trying to encourage you to do.
It says, my sheep hear my voice.
My sheep hear my voice. Mm-hmm. And I got other sheep that's not of this fold. Mm. Gentiles going to come in. Yeah. My point is, get in where you fit in at. And the only way you're going to get in where you fit in at is by keeping the law. Everybody want to be from Judah.
Yeah, that's true.
Judah. Yeah, Judah.
That's Judah.
Nobody want to be a Benjamite. Everybody, man, what, you black? Oh, you from Judah.
Gag.
I nobody want to be that. Everybody want to be Issachar. You know what I'm saying?
And Judah, yeah.
Unless they ain't got no choice. But if they black, yeah, man.
You got to be Judah.
You Judah. Because that's the head tribe. Yeah. Just like these niggas don't want to be the nigga that's begging for money in Reincarnation.
Even with Egyptologists, everybody want to be from Egypt.
Yeah, everybody want to be from Egypt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pharaoh and this
There's other parts of Africa they can claim.
Yeah,
Egypt.
Right. They want to be the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
They live in the palaces. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just foolishness, brother.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Okay, so don't trip on that. But let's read this, man. But Christ's going to bring us, he's going to make us that one stick. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And join them one to another into one stick.
Go ahead.
And they shall become one in thy hand.
Right. Talking about teach our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? They know we one nation. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these?
But what you mean by that sign? But what you mean we are one nation? I'm a Puerto Rican. I'm a black. I'm a Benjamite. You know, what you mean? Go ahead.
Verse 19. Say unto them, thus saith the Lord God.
This is what you tell the brothers and sisters. Go ahead.
Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph.
Don't worry, the Most High going to take the stick of Joseph, because right now the northern and the southern kingdom warring against each other, always been. Go ahead.
Which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribe of Israel his fellows.
Go ahead.
And will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah.
Talking about the northern kingdom, the southern kingdom.
Yes, southern.
Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Ephraim is like all the 10 tribes. The 10 tribes. Okay, they're always warring against each other. Jeroboam and Rehoboam always warring against each other. Christ's gonna make that stick one. We're gonna read it. Go ahead.
And make them one stick.
Christ's gonna make them one stick under his banner. And this talking about the remnant. It ain't talking about just because you black or you from a tribe. This is the remnant. Go back and listen to the lesson I did on the remnant. Go ahead.
And they shall be one in my hand.
They're gonna be one in his hand. He the Lords of Lords, King of Kings. They're going to be one in his hand, not one in Brother Jacob's hand, my hand, Elder Gabar, Elder Rakad, Brother Nathaniel. No, they're going to be one in his hand, flying up under his banner. And if you don't fly up on that banner, his law, such commandment, guess what's going to happen? You get the lake of fire, brother. Let's keep moving.
All right, and this is a bonus one I want to throw this in.
Go ahead.
And Leviticus chapter 26, and I'm going to get verses 3 and 4, which is letting us know, like I said earlier, in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 1 through 14, lets us know we keep his commandments, the blessings is going to be on us. Okay, we're going to be the head and not the tail. I'm going to back it up with Leviticus chapter 26, verses 3 and 4.
All right, read it. Leviticus chapter 26, verses 3. If ye walk in my statutes and keep my commandments and do them, then I will give you rain in due season. And the land shall yield her increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruits.
That's good right there. But I'm bringing out so you can see, like the other was saying, you under that banner under the commandments, this is what's going to happen.
You're going to come up like good gasoline in the kingdom and while we here.
Right.
He's going to protect us. He don't want us to be poor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He don't want us to do that. But we got to do it the right way.
Do it the right way. That's all I want to bring. Well, you can read Leviticus 26, all of it, on your own. It talks about the conditions and results of obedience.
We'll come up like good gasoline. Go ahead.
Now let's go. This is the last precept in Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verses 13 and 14.
Now, trip this out. Bring that out in a minute.
Okay.
Trip this out. This is the conclusion, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Everything we talked about, like I said, about Christ, because that's a dangerous doctrine. They say immaculate conception.
Right.
That would take you off on the deep end. The reincarnation, that will take you off on the deep end. You think you got time to get it right. Okay, what was the other one we brought up? Tithes. They're telling you not to pay your tithes because they're telling you to break the law. Remember, the devil come to kill, steal, and destroy. The devil's job is to get you away from the law. The nation's job, for them to stay in power, we got to get them to break the law. And then God will not be with them.
That was an apocrypha.
In the apocrypha. We got to get them to break the law. This is what you got to understand, brothers and sisters. It's all about the law. The churches say don't keep the law. They working for Satan.
Yeah.
The brothers are saying don't pay your tithes. They working for Satan. The brothers saying that the immaculate conception, they working for Satan. But it's one thing they all can do is repent while you still got breath in your body. You've been told tonight. It's up to you to take heed. If not, do you. Keep doing what you do. You can't say you ain't been warned. I'm not your judge. I can't tell you you're going to make it, you're not going to make it. I pray that I make it.
Right.
I'm going to get it from the skin of my teeth.
Grace and mercies, man.
But it's one thing I would not do is teach you to break the law, statute, commandments. Because I know, like I always say, those are the keys to the kingdom. Faith. You got to have faith.
Matthew 22:14.
You got to have faith. You got to have works.
Revelation.
In the commandments. Read that out. No, right here. Read that. Ecclesiasticus.
Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
So let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. You know when you tell your child, this is the conclusion of the whole matter. Hell with what you're talking about the doctrine and this and that, the immaculate conception, because you can know, you got brothers that believe Joseph was the father and they ain't keeping the commandments. You got brothers that don't believe Joseph was the father, but they keeping the commandments. Okay? So here's the conclusion of the whole matter. Read.
Fear AHAYAH and keep his commandments.
Read as you see it.
Verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God.
Fear Elohim, the power. Go ahead.
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments. Now that tithing thing I was telling you about, that's breaking the commandment. That's breaking the commandment. Read.
For this is the whole duty of man.
No, that's some of the duty of man.
For this is the whole duty of man.
You get the commandments up under your belt, do them to the best of your ability. That's where your grace come in at. You know what I'm saying? You're going to break them. Don't do it willfully. But when you do break them, that's where your grace, repent, turn around, and do the right thing. Okay? This is where your grace come in at. You keep them commandments to the best of your ability. Iron sharpen iron. Each one teach one. And we're doing this lesson out of love, not because we think we know everything. The Bible says a man that think he knows anything, he's nothing. He knows nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm learning as I go along. Scripture, go ahead.
No, so like, and as ministers and servants unto the Most High, this is our job. We are to teach Israel. Christ told Peter, if you love my sheep, feed my sheep.
That's it.
That's what we're doing.
We're not trying to be lords over the Most High people. Like I said, my job is to teach you. so you go and teach somebody else. Go to Matthew 24 and 14 real quick. This is my job in a nutshell. And it should be most of your teachers' job. When you got brothers, even Christ, and have the disciples hanging, they hung around Christ to learn. After Christ said, okay, they know. He sent them out 2 by 2. You got brothers and sisters today, they don't want to send you out for nothing. They need you right under their
merchandise, making merchandise.
Making merchandise of you. Keeping you right there. And you're just hearing a good speech. No, brother, you got to get in the highways, the byways. Make some videos while we still can. Well, our job is to each one teach one. To do what? Read.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
This is what we're supposed to do. Is preach this gospel into all the world. I can't do it. I thank God for Brother Jacob, got the platform. Brother Rakah, Brother Nathaniel. Okay? I thank God for them, Brother Nathaniel going all over the country. Dropping his word. Do he got all the truth? No, he don't. Do Rakah got all the truth? We all fall short of the glory of the Most High. Brother Jacob falls short. I fall short. But it's one thing I know for sure. This word is going out to the 4 corners of the earth. Like we said, the conclusion of the matter is fear AHAYAH and keep his commandments. I don't know none of them can't have to tell you break the commandments. Unless the ones talking about don't pay your tithes. I don't know if they're doing that willfully, but I pray that they see this lesson and they get it right. Even if they got to bring some apples. He's telling you got to pay the tithes. Go ahead.
All right, let me start from the top. Verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
To all nationalities. Not only Israel. A witness. When somebody got a witness, it's a witness against you. You can't say I didn't know. Read.
For a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
And then the end gonna come. But there's one thing we all got to do. Read 13.
Verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
We got to endure this walk by preaching this gospel unto the end. The same should be saved. So I don't need you up under my kneecap. Call me when you want to for some encouragement. Put your number out there because you say you're going to put your number out there.
Let me give you my number. So if you have questions and concerns about improving your walk, walking in the Most High, growing in Christ, you can reach me at 661-972-9218.
And mine is 562-658-7227. If I don't pick up the phone,
leave a message.
I'll call you back. You know what I'm saying? Because, DC rules, we got to go to the plantation. And I can just be on the phone 24/7. I ain't got that luxury like some of these brothers do. But at the same token, brothers and sisters, keep the commandments to the best of your ability. Okay? And think about the things that make you go, Like I said, I'm going to recap. How can Christ be from the tribe of Judah if he didn't have a father? When your pedigree comes from your father? How can you say reincarnation when the Bible says it's pointed to man that died once and then judgment? How can you say don't pay tithes when the Bible says it was only one law that was nailed to the cross, the law of sacrifice? Why do Israel don't got no leaders? Because we broke the law of such commandments. We want to do our own thing. We want to fly someone else's banner instead of our own banner. And that's the logistics of the whole class today.
Oh, one more. Will Israel ever come together?
And will Israel ever come together? No. Not under all these different banners. There's only one banner. And Christ said he's going to make the 2 sticks one. That's Christ said he's going to make the 2 sticks one. That's the banner we all got to fall up under. Like I said, we can do a lot, Israel. We can do a lot. Okay? We put our differences to the side, the doctrines to the side. But what your understanding on this is, you understand that? Well, overall, the enemy don't give a damn what camp you from.
Right.
Mr. Mohammed Abdul Jabbar, he don't give a damn. You walk into the store and buy. That's what he care about. He don't give a damn if you're Mexican, Puerto Rican, or black. He know you not him. He flying up on the Mohammed flag, Islam flag. Okay? Lee, Mr. Lee, he flying up on a Buddha flag.
Mm-hmm.
And he take it from, and then you trying to get up under that flag, and they don't give a damn about you.
Right.
So let's fly Israel flag, which is the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. With that, I'm Brother Gabar from the Gathering of the Elect.
I'm Deacon Ibar from Gathering of the Elect.
I pray that you brothers and sisters got some understanding tonight, and may the Most High, the one that made the heavens and the earth, and his precious Son, Christ, the one died on the cross for us, and his true angels be upon you all. With that, we're going to say Shabbat Shalom, peace, and love.
Bahasham.